Hello there. Are you comfortable right now? I doubt it. Wrists and ankles chained, gagged, probably blindfolded, you are obviously here against your will. That's not a horror movie script. That's the opening of a tape recording played for women who woke up chained inside a trailer in the desert of New Mexico. The man behind the voice? David Parker Ray. And what followed is considered one of the most psychologically disturbing true crime stories in American history. Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, yes, that's a real place, is a quiet desert town. Population around 6,000. It's the kind of town where everyone knows everyone else. David Parker Ray was one of those quiet neighbors. He worked as a mechanic for the state parks, was polite, and kept to himself. He lived in a double-wide trailer near Elephant Butte Lake with his girlfriend, Cindy Hendy. On the surface, he was just another middle-aged guy with a toolbox. But what was in that toolbox was something from a nightmare. Behind his trailer sat a separate building. A soundproof white cargo trailer, parked and locked tight. It had no windows, no one was allowed inside. David Parker Ray referred to it as his toy box. When police eventually entered it, here's what they found. Surgical tools, whips, chains, leg spreader bars, custom-built devices for restraint and torture, a homemade gynecological chair, cameras to record everything, drawings and photographs of past victims, a mirror on the ceiling so victims could watch what was happening to them, and worst of all, a tape recorder with a meticulously prepared, pre-recorded message played for every new captive. In it, Ray explained to the victim that she was now his slave, that he would train her, that escape was impossible. He warned that he had done this before, many times, and that she was not the first, not even close. Ray didn't act alone. His girlfriend, Cindy Hendy, actively helped him lure, drug, and capture women. They targeted vulnerable women, workers of the night, hitchhikers, women from out of town who wouldn't be immediately missed. Many of the victims were drugged with barbiturates or truth serum drugs that impaired memory. Some were held for days, even weeks, before being released, sometimes dazed, confused, and with no memory of what happened to them. Others were never seen again. Ray had been doing this for decades. He kept detailed diaries of his sessions, notes on how long each victim lasted, how she reacted, how she broke. But the bodies? Almost none were ever found. Investigators believe he may have murdered as many as 60 women. Some estimates are even higher. On March 22nd, 1999, David made a mistake. He and Cindy had kidnapped a woman named Cynthia Vigil, a 22-year-old worker from Albuquerque. They brought her back to the toy box, chained her up, and started their routine. But after 3 days, Ray forgot to lock the keys to her chains when he left the room. Cynthia grabbed a nearby ice pick, stabbed Cindy, and ran for her life, wearing only a dog collar and chains. She ran to a nearby mobile home, screaming. The owner let her in and called 911. When police arrived and heard her story, they were skeptical. It sounded like a Hollywood horror film. But when they raided David's trailer, they realized it was worse than she described. The FBI was called in. As they dug through the property, they uncovered tapes of every session of each woman, drawings of women being tortured, trophies from victims, jewelry, clothing, ID cards, hundreds of photographs of women, some unconscious, some tied up, some possibly deceased. One photo showed a woman's body buried in the sand. Investigators searched the area for months, but the desert had already taken its secrets. They also discovered a second accomplice, David Ray's own daughter, Jessie Jean Ray. She had helped lure some of the victims, including a woman who had been kept chained for 3 days, then left in the desert. She survived, but remembered nothing. David Parker Ray was arrested and charged with 14 counts of kidnapping and torture. But here's the disturbing twist. Prosecutors didn't have a single murder case. No bodies, no murder case. Most of the victims had no memory of what happened to them. Many refused to testify out of fear or trauma. Others had disappeared entirely. Ray eventually accepted a plea deal and was sentenced to 224 years in prison. But just days after being sentenced, he died of a heart attack in his cell. He never confessed, never gave up the names of victims, never told authorities where the bodies were buried. The toy box is gone now. It was dismantled. But what it revealed about human darkness still lingers. How long had he been doing this? Who were the women in the photos? How many were never found? Were there more accomplices? His case remains one of the most chilling examples of how a quiet man with a smile can hide a chamber of horrors in plain sight.